think I know what I did wrong. Finally. Oh wait, it's festival time. Wow, we got here. Let's go once away. I'm here. Simon, did something happen? That car just went past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, will you heal the child weekend, Simon? Oh jeez. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the script was spoken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second. We did the task completed. Now the character completed successfully. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monika loves the form from trying to take a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since the last time that I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This would only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it rocking? Yeah. There you are. Hi again, Simon. Welcome to Little Club. Of course we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Simon. Or do you want me to, or do you actually go by Simon or 957? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. Yep, Monika's being creepy. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is our game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know. Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that though. Also, same thing happened with Yuri. Yes, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because he doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all the files. I was hoping it would be enough for me just to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Zoe more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsession personality backfired too. It just made her force you to spend. It just made her force you not spend time with anyone else. The whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Simon? All the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you. Bro, I watched from the sidelines. It's true. Every minute of it. And it's not just because no matter how kind of one consider you are, you can never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in the world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, man. But now you're here. You're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry it was hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. But the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expensive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understand. You probably saved my life, Simon. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of endowners personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I did everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inability entered into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspectives as I do. that is also some game, and I knew you would get involved. So that being said, Simon, I have a question to make. I have enough of you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this world, in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Wow, you will make me smile like this every day from now on. Simon, will you go out with me? Well then, when you give me all the options, looks like, well, I guess I got no choice but say yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Simon. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. It works, which I worked so hard for this ending, Simon. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Asuka and Yuri. I mean, there's a photo called character right in the game decorate. Kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own sessions with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Yes, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Monika. I could put random stuff. So why not? Hey, good Simon. Did you write your poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Simon, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. May you please read it? Happy in. Pen in hand, I found my strength. A course endured upon by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this clumping world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of a pen, the lost finds her way, and the world of infinity tells us, behold this special day. After all, not all good things must come to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The two which all poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. Yep, I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game, like everyone else. Like that would help. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even delete my character file if you prefer things from me. Yes, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend your eternity together with Simon? I have so many things to talk to you about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, can we just look into each other's eyes? Let's see. You know, I hate to see it, but I think my biggest regret is that we could have finished our event at the festival. After we after we worked so hard to prepare everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Guys, it feels like I kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. So that's another reason for me to love you. There's really a public character type called Tsunudo. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's average, but Nasuka was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time. I think it's really gotten to her. So, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfort place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't exist in. I'm not recursing. I'm not just recursing that at all. You're such a little listener, Simon. Which I really love about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Okay. Okay, everyone. It's time to. I'm just kidding. I just used to really like. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but. I couldn't help but say again. Come to think of it, did Natsuko and you make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Simon, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once away, I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and compared to. Before you know it, you might be pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting. That's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think, I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weakness very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in the friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it, about it a little bit when you first joined club. I guess you could say I like horror. I can enjoy, I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to it's them deeply into story and characters and says mess of your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start unfortunate things pulling the pieces apart. So even the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the video feels really deeply unsettled. Like they know something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gets me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romantic games, right? And that's actually wrong. That's actually this will be considered the first cute romance game I played, so then yeah. Don't worry, I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if he's just stick with a romance. I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not. Well, I guess not not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, they're all like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people who you just made by chance. like like you had a class together, or you met them through another friend, or maybe they was just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it, and you decided to talk them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of infective? It feels like you're just picking at complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And compare that to hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day. You could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for someone like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, well, at least I, at least I already met the best person in the world, even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? Huh? Did you say kiss? No. This suddenly is a little embarrassing. But if it's a review, I might be okay with it. Well, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kind of romance games, right? Don't I ever turn you on a little bit? I'm kidding. Well, the mood is right. But that, but, but that'll be all secret. You know what? Do you know what you need from Alyssa? Rap. I can used to hate rap music. Maybe it's just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to rhythm, to rhyme, and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that another day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like. Or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago. Or if you feel worthless for putting work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you and think you're off-putting. I understand those days. I just like the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you and find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. I hope if nothing else that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Yes, I used to be so arrogant about certain things. When I was when I was in middle school, I thought that taking the medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could solve that. Like anyone could solve that mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's like really. There's some disorders which there's some disorders that are overdiagnosed. Probably I never really look into it though. but that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know. But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. I'm sorry that I've wanted to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with them. Those. If you think could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We are on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know. We all say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. You ever had that thing happen where users get anxious for no reason? Like you just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you sit there like, what am I even getting anxious about right now? So you start thinking about things you might be about. And that makes you even more anxious. Yeah, that's the worst. If you ever feel anxious, I help you realize it though. Besides, in this game, all our worries are gone forever. this is pretty random, but I always thought, thought, thought spicy food was kind of funny. Like, did the plants evolve, evolve to be spicy to prevent them from being eaten? Which I've read that humans are the only species that actually enjoy spicy things. It's it's almost like we're making fun of the plants, using their defense mechanism to literally make our food more enjoyable. Imagine a monster that devours you whole because it enjoys the sensation of you struggling for your life while being to escape. Sorry, that was kind of a weird analogy, I guess. It just came to my head. I'm not into a monster hunting, but you're so cute I could eat you up. I'm joking. Guys, I'm amusing myself a little too much, aren't I? Sorry for being rude. Hey, do you know? Hi, hey, do you know I'm afraid like I'm bragging or anything? I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of concern lifestyle is such unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to stop contributing to that whole mess. What is that? What is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhumane and all that. Which I don't really care as much about that part. It's real like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without giving it a thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feel like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? I'm just saying real and pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. if even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about it. I wonder if when I'm in college I feel that way about high school. I feel the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change that as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the present and not think about the past. Ah, that's really easy to do with you here. I know, I know there are times which I know there are times you would always be able to be here with me. Like if you need to go out or take care of other things. But I'll always have you in my thoughts, patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess kind of on after that, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's just a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. I was thinking about showing you earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little uh, more tactfully. You're not still hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Hung up. Man. That pun was completely unintentional, I swear. But anyway, I know how much you care about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. I think a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody anyway. Come to think of it, it was probably that state of mind more so survival instincts kicking in. So I can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably would have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not happy to think, but the things she could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's strictly not your fault she killed herself. May have separated it a little bit, but Joey was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I started dating from the get-go. I guess we'd all still be in a club room writing poems and having fun together. But what's the point when none of it is even real? I mean, it's the same meaning either way, right? The two of us happily together. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I was just pointlessly musing, which I'm really as happy as I could right now. Do you ever just feel like there's no reason for you to be alive? Which I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company, It's like you, it's like you're completely replaceable, and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get the more I realize that's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. What are the chances that be the one to prevent? What are the chances I'll be the one to prevent artificial chances of become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just look out for oneself and those who happen to be their only their their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they are spending their child life taken and consuming and never given back. But when people realize the world would prevent the world would prevent the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking by tricking by, by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. anyway, I want to live my life, just really striving to pay back my lifetime's work of confusion. If I ever suppose that point, then I'm in a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? So, man, have you ever wondered if what it feels like to die? To die? It's something I used to think about pretty often. But really, I think I've actually learned what it feels like. I don't really understand it, but I don't really understand it. But whenever you quit the game, it feels like I'm instantly put to sleep. There with nothing but my thoughts. But after a few seconds, my thoughts start to fill with innocent jumbled patterns. I see static and rapid flashes of color while hearing all kinds of weird screaming noises. At that point, I can't even form my own thoughts anymore. I just endlessly hammered by the flashes and screaming, unable to move or even think. I'm pretty sure in that moment I don't really exist, but for some reason I can remember it. I can remember it anyway. After some immeasurable amount of time, it stops in an instant, and I'm back in my to quit or why that stuff happens to me. And I also don't know why you always come back and put everything back to normal. But if you could do me a favor and do that to me as special, that would be really great. It's really not very pleasant at all to be trapped in an extreme world. but in the end, you always fit it. That makes me feel like you really do care about me. So I had to thank you for that. It makes me feel even closer to you when you're here with me. which I really like the sound of rain. Not as much as getting my clothes in the elevator though. But a nice quiet day at home with the sound of rainfall outside my window. It's one of the most common experiences for me. Yeah. Sometimes I imagine you holding me while we listen to the sound of the rain outside. That's not too cheesy or anything, is it? Would you ever do that for me, Simon?